Welcome to the Season 3 finale. We have so much to cover, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start with I am planning a 6th date with the same person.
Bullshit!
Okay. That is a perfectly acceptable response, but I actually am telling the truth.
Congratulations, Brad! Yeah, now tell us what his name is.
Alright, not bad, Macho. So anyway, I originally thought the safe play would be not to tell her about the show. But then I realized this is my only way to get to the date. But hey, look, she knows about the show. She keeps saying yes. I'll keep you posted. And look, I gotta say, this woman is so pretty, she more than likely doesn't poop. Okay, before the finale real quick, I would like you to take a look at one of these rubber duckies that me and Sonny found.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, Mean Gene.
Hulk, my name is Brad, and I haven't even started it yet.
Oh, sorry, brother.
Okay, on 4 different occasions, we found each of these at a gas pump. Now, they were far apart, so we will need to refer to the official Brad and Sonny Show gas pump duck map. Now, the first duck was in Savannah, Georgia. The second duck we found the next day in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, I should probably mention that I am not a cartographer, and there is a possibility that this map is not to scale. So now back in Pennsylvania is duck number 3, and duck number 4, also Pennsylvania, but this one was 2 hours east. I said east. Now look, there is nothing on the internet about a committee of people who randomly leave rubber duckies at gas pumps. They're obviously an underground operation. Here's what happened when I searched. I typed in people that leave ducks at gas pumps. And although nothing about the ducks, the top result was a Reddit article called "Fuck People Who Leave Their Car at the Pump When They're Done Filling." Funny article, written by my kind of people. So now I'm down a rabbit hole reading dumbass articles. Plus, for the past couple of months, I got the idea of these rubber duckies going around my head like Pac-Man. I was at my wit's end. So I went on Amazon and I bought a 50-pack of them bitches. So now my next 54 fill-ups, I'm gonna be the one leaving a duck at my pump. So checkmate, you gas pump duck leaving motherfuckers. And if you are some kind of a cult, then I would like to register. Okay, now before we get started on the finale, let me give you just one more quick update. A lot of viewers have been asking follow-up questions from the episode where I got kicked out of church. Mainly, did I find another church? You're going to hear more on that later. But the answer is yes, I found a great church. And they do ask people to read from time to time. I've never done it. But if I did, this is how I imagine it would go. Hey asshole, put your fucking phone away, this is church. And everybody else, take out your books to page 151, kickoffs in 45 minutes, let's go! And Jesus said to the demon, shut the fuck up and get the fuck out. And the demon listened. And the pandemonium in the room caused the popular phrase, holy shit to be born, let us pray. And it says next on our schedule is a chore anthem. What's a chore anthem? Okay, now for what you really tuned in for. The season 3 finale. Hold on, I'm sorry, just one sec, I did forget one more thing. Sonny and I have a very strict policy of no politics. There's plenty of hate in the world if you haven't gotten that memo. And we believe the world needs more silliness like this show. However, traffic just has a special way of fucking with a person. So one day Sonny and I decided to send a message as concerned citizens to our state's governor.
A message from the Brad and Sonny Show to the office of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Hello, Everywhere I go in Florida is a traffic fuckfest. My car averages 16 miles per gallon, not because it's a piece of shit, but because all it does is idle. People have been flocking to Florida to visit and relocate since 2015. Do you think you can throw us all a bone by widening the roads a little bit? Especially the intersection of University and Tuttle. That's where I get to watch the red light turn green and then red, and my car never moves. That's New York City and London type bullshit. That should not be a Florida suburb pharmacy run at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. And what's also not helping is people keep fucking, Ron. Not me, I couldn't get laid in a morgue. More on that later in the episode. But Florida's population is increasing by 1.5% every year. So I either need you to widen the roads or spike the public water supply with birth control. Because people aren't going to stop fucking, Ron. They're not going to stop fucking. Thank you. Alright, no more bullshit. It really is time for the finale now. Alright, the first 2 episodes of season 3 were all about Mr. Sonny, who had a very interesting couple of months. First, it was his 13th birthday. Let's take a look at his special day. He started his big day by staring out into the wilderness in quiet reflection of years past. And then I finally told him that we were headed to the dog bar, and he started to get ready immediately. But before we hit the road, Sonny decided to engage in his morning calisthenics by playing with his favorite pet cockroach. So we decided to head out, and Sonny was on the lookout for doggies right away. Are you ready to go see the doggies? What about the people? Which one do you want to see, buddy? Use your words. Use your words. Who do you want to see, buddy? Let's go see him. Once we got there, we were delighted to see that there were plenty of dogs for Sonny to hang out with. Hey, pup. How are you? You know, I brought Sonny there so we could practice socializing, but he thought I brought him there so we could practice peeing. Oh, Sonny. Oh, Sonny. Now, shortly after the big birthday, he had to have a major surgery on his arm, which included staples and an overall 5-week recovery time. Now, let me tell you how truly amazing this dog is, and this is no bullshit. So I asked the doctor lady at the vet, can he walk like normal? And she said, yeah, as long as he's okay with it. Well, I've been walking his little ass 2 to 3 miles a day his entire life. And with staples in his arm, he walked like nothing was wrong. Wow. And the whole recovery period, he was in a cone. Now look, Sonny's morale was extremely low. And one night he had a very interesting dream that turned everything around. Let's see how it went. Sonny was visited in his dream by his most distant ancestor, Wolfie Wolf Wolf. And Sonny begged and pleaded for guidance from his predecessor. He said, Wolfie Wolf Wolf, my life is a living hell. I got this cone, I got no quality of life, I'm miserable. But Wolfie Wolf Wolf wasn't having it. He said,
"Dear Sonny, you don't know how good you got it. We used to roam the earth in packs. We ate every scrap we could find, and we had to avoid polar bears, grizzly bears, and black bears, and Siberian tigers. You got a roof over your head. Your shit gets picked up. You get fed, and you don't have to worry about predators. You got it made in the shade, so stop being a little pussy."
and that's the moment Sonny realized that he has a responsibility to his ancestors. He offered a sincere apology to Wolfie Wolf Wolf, and it was accepted. And furthermore, Wolfie Wolf Wolf agreed to cross the dream reality barrier into a pillow, so he can always look down upon Sonny with the utmost of pride. Next episode, Sonny and I were wondering if one could in fact lose weight by eating pizza. Let's see how that went. And in my groundbreaking experiment, I hung a pizza slice above my treadmill. Suddenly, I was sprinting toward my dreams and dinner, faster than a San Francisco hobo shitting on the street. And Paul Bearer and The Undertaker even weighed in. Let's see what they had to say.
Oh, viewers of the Brad and Sonny Show, you can get the body you've always wanted by eating pizza. Oh, yes. Isn't that right, Undertaker?
Have a slide.
Oh, yes.
Now, next episode, Sonny and I came across some very interesting children's books. Let's see if you like them. You know, Christmas is the time of year to be with the ones that we love. And it's especially a magical time of year for children. And as we all know, the Brad and Sonny Show is a family program. So we thought we'd share some children's books with you to get you in the holiday spirit. Okay. Let's get started with this one. Take a look at that. It's an adorable mouse. And this book is perhaps geared toward children that have aspirations of carpentry. That's very sweet, very cute. Let's see what the name of this book is. Pounding the Shit Out of Your Mom's Box. Alrighty, we're off to a great start. Let's stay on the subject, and here's a wonderful book about children apparently taking a road trip together. Very cute. What's this one called? We're Off to Run a Train on Your Mom. Episode 6 was pretty action-packed. We started by telling a few interesting stories. Here's one of them. Okay, man walks into a whorehouse. The manager recognizes him and says, "Hello, sir. Are you in for your daily treatment?" And he says, "Yeah, but I got a little problem today. I've only got $5. The manager says, "You know what? It's not a problem at all. We do appreciate all the business you give us. Tell you what, head upstairs, and the third door on your right is a dead hooker laying on the floor. Shut the door behind you, and nobody knows shit." So the guy says, okay. He hands him the $5, and he heads upstairs. About 20 minutes later, he goes to leave, and he runs into the madam. The madam says, "Hey, how'd it go? Pretty good value for your money, huh?" And he says, yeah, no doubt. But there's just one thing I don't understand. Her nose was running. And he said, "Oh, that ain't no big deal. That just means she's full." Now, later in that episode, the Berserker made another appearance. If you don't know who the Berserker is, let's have a look at this interesting fella. Huss! 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 You know, I thought that huss was the only thing this guy was capable of saying. And I did try to fire him from the show. But instead I got scammed out of $60. Let's take a look. You know what, Berserker? I already told you were fired. You're not bringing anything to the table. Go ahead and cut his feet.
Now hold on a second, Brad. I think there's a way we can make him say something else.
Chris, it's just a losing battle. I've tried everything. The engine's running, but nobody's behind the wheel.
I'll bet you $20 I can make him say something other than a huss.
I'll take some of that action. Me too, brother.
Alright. You guys want action? You got it. Chris, it was your idea. You go first.
What is your favorite type of avocado?
Haas! Oh, come on, man. How many types of avocado is there?
What's your favorite type of gas station, brother?
Hiss! They're not even open anymore.
What sound does a snake make?
Hiss! Oh, this is fucking bullshit. That's as fast as I ever lost 60 bucks. But then I wondered how Macho could gamble against me when he's in heaven. I didn't know if that was against the rules. So we talked it out, and we even welcomed in the newest Brad and Sonny Show correspondent, the devil. Wait a minute. Macho, you're in heaven. You can't gamble. Gambling's a sin.
What makes you say that, Mean Gene?
Well, still Brad. And money is the root of all evil. We've been told that our entire lives. That's in the Bible.
Yeah, but the Bible also says the only thing you can eat out of the water is something with scales and fins. And there's a lot of motherfuckers that eat shrimp, dude.
Wow, damn. Hulk, you must be fresh off a nap because you're making some good points today. But you know what? We do need an expert on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my next guest and newest Brad and Sonny Show correspondent, the devil.
What a fucking stupid show you have here.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to say anything nice. After all, you are the devil.
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. You don't talk bad about the Brad and Sonny Show, brother. Not unless you want a leg drop, dude.
Who the fuck is Gene?
He kind of calls everybody Gene.
You listen to me, Lucifer. You insult this show again, and there's gonna be an angel wing off the top rope elbow drop with your name on it, yeah.
Bring it on, pussy!
Okay, stop, guys. I don't want you fighting on my show. And we're getting off track here. We're trying to figure out whether or not gambling is a sin. And look, I really hope not. Because my childhood hero, Pete Rose, he may have placed a bet or two in his life. Let's see what he had to say about the show.
Hey, I'm Pete Rose, and I got 4,256 hits in the major leagues baseball, okay? But none of them were as big as the hit as the Brad and Sonny Show. It's the hottest new series on YouTube, and you can bet on it, okay? Stay tuned, and let's watch that show. It's exciting.
Wow, Brad, that's a heck of an endorsement. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate that. Okay, Devil, does it say in the Bible whether or not gambling is a sin?
How the fuck would I know what's in the Bible, dumbass?
Holy shit, Mean Gene. You just got burned by the devil.
Ha! You said burned by the devil.
Well, I always thought any form of gambling is a sin.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, because what if I bought a raffle ticket at a cancer benefit? Hey, Macho, you're in heaven. Check with your roommates. What does the Bible say about gambling?
Although gambling and greed are closely related, the Bible does not specifically state that gambling is a sin. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't say doing coke off a stripper's ass is a sin either.
You shut your filthy mouth, devil, or I'll come down there and I'll shut it for you. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Okay, that's enough, you two. I am glad we got that figured out. And one more thing. Hulk, Macho, and Chris, I owe all of you 20 bucks each. How about double or nothing on whether or not I can get him to say something other than Huss?
You got it. Absolutely.
Sure. Good luck.
Berserker, do you live in an apartment or a house?
Apartment!
Yeah, that's about right. Episode 7 was a documentary of how I got kicked out of church. You know, sometimes the best material is just writing down what happens in real life. It is a hell of an entertaining episode, folks. And I warmed everyone up with a few Catholic priest jokes. Let's see how you like them. You know what? While we're on the subject, we're just going to have to pause that story because I got plenty of these. Let's see how many Catholic priest jokes I can do in 1 minute. Start the clock. What do a priest and Burger King have in common? They both shove their meat between 8-year-old buns. What does a priest hold on to during sex? The kid's lunchbox. How did the Catholic family find out that their troubled son was also a pedophile? He ran away from home and they found him in church. What do Jesus and 10-year-olds have in common? Getting nailed by Catholics. What's the difference between a Catholic kid and a blind kid? The blind kid won't see you coming. What do you call a Catholic divorcee? A born-again cocksucker. Did you know that the Catholic Church doesn't turn anyone down? Well, except for little boys. They turn them face down. Why has a priest never turned into a suicide bomber? Because the priest prefers his 72 virgins before he dies. What is the key difference between acne and a priest? Acne doesn't come on a kid's face until he's at least 11. What, are we out of time already? Let's do one more. Priest 1 says, the church is on fire, get out now. Priest 2 says, what about the children? Priest 1 says, fuck the children. Priest 2 says, do you think we have time? Now later in the episode, I shared my mom's take on me getting kicked out of church. And in case you haven't seen previous episodes featuring my mom, would you like to meet her?
Yes!
She made her show business debut in episode 4 of season 1. That was the Western. Then one year for her birthday, one of my brothers tried to not come and visit her and just send her a box of pretzels. Let's see how that went.
All right. We would like to thank you, the littlest we could possibly thank a person for these pretzels. I heard that you got Mom these pretzels. So let's just see if we can fit this one.
Poor woman never got a single pretzel. So now there's the tree. And then we found out he also sent her a tree. And we had to put it together, and it was a real pain in the dick. My brother's initial reaction was, fuck that tree. Let's take a look.
Let me tell you something, brother. I want to put this tree together, dude. And I'm going to show you how it is. What do you think, Paula?
I think you damn kids are crazy. For God's sake, what the hell?
On second thought, brother, I got a better idea.
Oh my God.
Let's listen to my mom's belly laugh. Let's go ahead and listen to that 3 times in a row.
Huh. This is a really nice tree. What are you doing over there, Paula?
Playing a game.
Playing a game?
Game.
Wow. It's the Macho Man Randy Savage!
But doesn't pass the elbow test! Oh, yeah! Oh, my.
Cover him! Cover him! Cover him! Cover him! Cover him!
1, 2, 3.
And since you already met the devil, I decided to ask him what he thought my destiny was. And he gave his take, but only after he had to clear his throat. Okay, let's bring in the assessments of the Brad and Sonny Show correspondents. Starting with, no doubt about it, the devil.
Sorry. You're gonna burn, motherfucker!
One of our favorite movies is Roadhouse, and after our annual re-watching, I decided to do a show on it. And Sam Elliott, Patrick Swayze's co-star, he decided to stop over and say hello to us. And I tell you, that silver fox look of his and that dark tinted glass voice, Sonny and I were pretty charmed. This is a very special episode, folks. We're going to blow your mind with some crazy facts about one of my all-time favorite movies, Roadhouse, starring Patrick Swayze. And here with us making a very special appearance on the Brad and Sonny Show is one of Swayze's co-stars, Sam Elliott. Welcome to the show, Sam. Thank you very much for being here.
Pleasure's all mine, Brad. Thanks for having me.
Wow, that's quite a charming voice you have there, Sam. Now, I don't know if you noticed because it was pretty quick, But for the first time ever, Sonny walked off the set. He was so taken by the charm of Sam Elliott that he decided to abandon his post and go hang out with Sam on his farm in the middle of a shoot. And you know what? That's a good place to start, Sam. I read in an interview you did back in the 80s where you said you have all of the casting couch stories in the world. And that's because you have been sexually propositioned over the years by men as well as women, as well as the infinite number of additional genders there are. Sam, let me ask you something. Why do you think so many people want to fuck you?
Why don't you ask your mother?
But after he had all of his fun, he came back. And before we move on, we will hit you with some of these interesting Roadhouse facts. This is Kelly Lynch, the doctor lady and love interest of Dalton.
Oh my! There's nothing I wouldn't do to that.
I would plow that until next July, brother.
She spent a month extensively preparing for her role as a doctor, in particular, learning how to stitch a wound. Now, when it came time to do the stitching scene, they instead just handed her a stapler. And she was really pissed off that she learned how to do all of that shit for nothing. You know what? That might not have been the most interesting movie fact you ever heard, but it did give me a chance to overlay her photos for longer. You're welcome. Now, her character was originally supposed to be played by Annette Bening. This is Annette Bening back in 1988. That's the year this movie was shot. My opinion, equally as bangable.
Ooh, yeah, no doubt about it. Possibly even more bangable, dude.
Yeah, I'm with Hulk. I mean, look at that choker. Kinda makes you want to choke your chicken.
But yeah, no, it was determined that Kelly Lynch had a better chemistry with Patrick Swayze. And the cherry on top of this fun fact is to this very day, every time Roadhouse is on TV, Bill Murray calls Kelly Lynch's husband to tell him that his wife is fucking another man on national television. Classic Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, ooh yeah, one of the all-time greats. And it takes a former Intercontinental Champion, two-time World Champion, 1987 King of the Ring, and current Brad and Sonny Show Champion to exhibit what greatness is. Yeah.
And finally, my mom is gonna love this one because she's an Elvis freak.
Thank you very much, baby. Thank you.
This guy's name is Red West, and he played the owner of the auto parts store that Brad Wesley ended up blowing up. This is Brad Wesley, the villain of Roadhouse. And one thing's for sure, that's one hell of a first name he's got there.
Well, what do you mean by that, Mean Gene?
This is the dumbest fucking show I've ever seen in my entire life.
Okay, now's not the time, Morgan. I'm in the middle of a bit. Anyway, Red met Elvis in high school, and he co-wrote songs with him, and he was his bodyguard. He often used excessive force when dealing with aggressive Elvis fans, and he was eventually fired by Elvis's father, Vernon. And finally, we have the Valentine's Day show, and we opened with a pretty good story about love. It's Valentine's Day. And as we all know, this is the time of year when men are either depressed because they're alone, or especially depressed because they're in a relationship. Unfortunately, this year is the former for me. Yep. But I did make an effort to do something about it, which is not exactly my thing. I registered for a dating site. And let me tell you about one interesting conversation that I had. Okay. One of the first things she says is, "How tall are you?" So I said 5'8", and she said, "Sorry, I only date 6 foot plus." So I said, "Sure, you have the right to select men any way you'd like." But you know what? That did make me think of Shaq O'Neal and his girlfriend. Take a look at this photo. Wow! I mean, one simply cannot help oneself from immediately thinking about them doing the nasty. And I tell you, the thought of that is a lot to take in. Anyway, back to the story. So I said, hey, maybe Shaq is available. Maybe you can go find yourself a linebacker, spread them wide, and get yourself stuffed. But before I go, just one quick question, if you don't mind. If you were to match with Robert Downey Jr., Mark Wahlberg, or Zac Efron, would you say the same thing to them? Because guess what? We are all the same height. And she said, oh no, they're different. They're loaded. And I said, oh, I see. So you have a financial requirement, not a height requirement. And instantly after I typed that question, she unmatched me from the dating site.
Oh, that's okay, Brad. There's someone for everyone. After all, love always wins.
Does it really, Chris? Because I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you on this one. Because love is not exactly having a winning season for me. This is yet another year of rebuilding, and there is definitely not going to be any playoffs.
What's that?
I said playoffs, Jim.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
That's exactly what I said. In fact, I'm starting to think that love is intentionally tanking the season for a better draft pick. Hey, Chris, how about these football references? Are they doing anything for you?
Yeah, hit and miss.
The panel rode me pretty hard for not having a girlfriend. And they thought they were clever by hitting me with a few euphemisms about what I'd be doing all day.
So, Brad, I guess you're gonna be doing the old 5-knuckle shuffle this year, huh? Mean Gene, brother, you're gonna spend all day having an argument with Henry Longfellow.
I suppose. You're gonna be caulking the cracks in the bathroom tile.
But then I had to put them in their place. Okay, all of those were pretty good, guys, but with all due respect, you're out of your league. Let's see how many masturbation euphemisms I can do in 1 minute. Start the clock. Going on a date with Pam Henderson. Firing off some knuckle children. Shaking hands with the milkman. Polishing the banister. Dialing my rotary phone. Playing a little 5-on-1. Taking the self-guided tour. Polishing the pearl, applying the handbrake, turning on the sprinkler, shucking the corn, trolling the Bermuda taint triangle, scratching Yoda behind the ears, making stomach pancakes, adjusting the antenna, softening the peach, burping the worm, nulling the void, celebrating Palm Sunday, Lone Rangering, spearing the bearded clam, roughing up the suspect, badgering the witness, rotating the drive head, auditioning the finger puppets, drilling for oil, clicking on the homepage, engaging in hand-to-gland combat, pumping the keg, having a knee trembler, making it snow, playing backstroke roulette, calling down for more mayonnaise. All right, guys, that's all I got. Do you have any you'd like to add?
Jerking the gherkin. Yeah. Buttering the corn, brother.
Bludgeoning the beefsteak.
But I didn't want to leave the ladies out. And even though I am a little light on the female variety of these jokes, I had to share what I had. And ladies, unfortunately, I only have 2 references for you at this time. One is the general premise of a vibrator having a gasoline engine, and the other is when you break a nail flicking your bean. I mean, they're vaguely good, but I do need more, and I will work on it, and I will get back to you. Okay. And then I realized that there is no way I could do a segment on that without mentioning the greatest euphemism of all time. It's owned by one Andrew Dice Clay. When he said he jacks off so often on his computer screen that he had to install an intermittent windshield wiper.
Okay, I get it. Nobody watches your frickin' show. So you try to get some views by using my material, huh?
Dice, it's been a while. How you been?
Well, I'm doing your show, so hopefully things will pick up for me soon. You know what I mean?
Well, they're certainly going to pick up for you on April 27th, because that's the day you're coming to my old hometown. I'll see you there.
I'll make sure the venue has accommodations for little people.
Oh! Thanks, Dice. And tell you what, I'll bring my flute, and I'll sing you an Oompa Loompa song.
Hey, when I'm on your show, I'll handle the fucking jokes, okay?
All right, well, let me take you up on that. Dice, I want you to do the both of us a favor. Make up a classic Dice Clay nursery rhyme that also plugs the Brad and Sonny show.
Oh, this is great. You frickin' begged me to call in? Now you're calling the shots, huh? Okay, Tell you what, you're one ugly bastard. But your dog is cute, so here goes. Hickory dickory dock. Brad and Sonny got a new show on the block. It's gonna be funny. It won't cost you money. And if you'd like, you can come over and suck my cock.
And we concluded the Valentine's Day episode with a few cards. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of that time of year, we prepared some Valentine's Day cards for you. And Sonny and I wish, sincerely, that all of you have a significant other that you can actually share cards like this with. Fellas, we're going to start with you. Let's see what we got. Out of 14 billion legs, I only want to spread yours. Let my pork see your pie. Just a reminder, I can use my tongue for more than just sealing an envelope. I'm no weatherman, but you can expect more than a few inches tonight. In my case, that's on the high end. Now it's your turn, ladies. I like your face between my legs. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. These holes ain't gonna fill themselves. I love you for your personality, but that dick sure is a bonus. Your wiener is the only one for my bun. And finally, out of 7 billion faces, I only want to sit on yours. Folks, the Brad and Sonny Show is, without question, the silliest yet most fulfilling thing I've ever done with my professional acting career. We have constantly improved throughout the 30 episodes that we've done. It's kind of like we're getting better at something in front of the entire world. Not only is this show about Sonny living forever, but for me too. Look, in 50 years or so, we're both going to be gone. But we will always make random YouTubers laugh with our dumb shit. Please like, share, and subscribe because it really does help out the channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we will be back for Season 4, sillier than ever.